Hello everyone and welcome back to another beautifully polygonal day here on my little Minecraft server. I'm noticing that I got to level 30 and I decided I'm going to go ahead and try to charm up these leggings, see if I can get something out of them. Still not certain whether or not that matters, putting a whole stack in. So you know what, let me put whatever goes in here. I'm sure somebody's done the math. I have not. So let's put the leggings up there. Let's put a whole bunch of those up there. See if that makes any difference. Fire protection. Let's see. Maybe I should enchant something else. What else do I have? Ugh. Helmet or boots are done. A chest piece. Could I make a chest piece real fast? Do I have any diamonds up here? Yeah, I think it's that one. No. Yep, I've got enough diamonds to do that. Okay. So let me make a chest piece. I believe a chest piece is... I don't even know. What is the formula for a chest piece? What are those? No. One here, and one there. Yes. Haha! Chest piece. Alright, so I'll go put this back. See what I can get on that chest piece enchant. Diamonds. Diamonds. Chest piece. Let's see. If none of these are... Fire protection is okay if I were going to go into the nether. I'm not necessarily planning to do that anytime soon. Thorns? Oh man, I think I want to blow a couple levels on something else. What we got in here? Let's do a sword. Sword or shovel? I use shovels more often. Let's see what I can do with that. Is this going to be worth doing? Fortune 3. Why would I want Fortune 3 on a shovel, you might ask? Alright. Let's see here. Sword. Knockback 2. Alright. We'll take a look at that. Boom. Sharpness and knockback. Okay. We'll take that. And, whoops. Come back here. Lapis loose. Put these back. Put these up in my chest of things to enchant later. What happened to my pickaxe? It's down below. Alright, so I'll put this up here. On the off chance I ever actually go out and go hunting stuff. Why not use it now, you might ask? Well, I've got stuff now. Alright, so there's that. What were we going to do today? I was going to enchant, so I did that. Now I am going to go work on the bridge. But before I go and work on the bridge again, I want to go check in on my little citizen over there, see if he'll trade me some stuff for other stuff, and maybe I'll get some more emeralds. Also, I'm going to go check in on him, and I'll be right back as soon as I'm over there. Hopefully things will look better over there. And maybe somebody else has spawned into the area. One never can tell. Alright, so I'll be right back with that. Alright, I'm back at my little village over here, and I see my little iron golem guardian is still keeping an eye on things. Is my guy still locked in his room? Yep, there he is. There he is. Let's see if he's willing to trade with me. He is not. Bummer. Okay, well, too bad. He's probably not willing to trade with me because I've locked him into his little place. This place is incredibly unsafe. In hindsight, I don't know why there was a village here. No more villagers. Just that one guy. Oh my gosh. So I've got it all lit up and there's just the one guy still. He's not willing to trade with me either. Alright, so back to the bridge. I think it's about time we do the main suspension aspect of it. So I'm heading back over there and grabbing some stuff, and we'll go get to work on that. Hello gang, welcome back. I'm back over the bridge now, and I've decided that part of the reason I went to that village was to see if I can get some more of those emeralds, or jade, or whatever they're called. I believe they're just emeralds. And be able to work on this center section that I want to work on, and put some cosmetics in it, but apparently I'm not going to be able to do that. So what I'm going to do is one pillar, one side at a time, see how it looks. And so one pillar at a time, I'm going to see how it looks, and I think I'm going to go up 8 at a time, and 1, I've already lost count. Alright, hold on. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. One there. And I'm going to put a chiseled one every 8 on the exterior. At least. So 8 up. Alright, and now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One of these guys. So that's 16 up. Do a little again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. And I think halfway up on these guys on the outside. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that the level I wanted to be at? 5, 6, 7. We're going to do something special up here. See how that looks. 8. No! Splish! Okay. See how that looks. Might have to put glowstones in those spots that have the things along the side. In fact, I think that's the good call right there. Let me go ahead and let me go make some glowstones real fast, and I'll be right back. Alright gang, I've done a little bit more with the support structure now, and I've decided to add glowstones to those points that had the specialties, the carved sandstone or whatever it was called. And I got the 2 flames across the top. This beam is because I miscounted on one of these spots, so I had to go across. But now that I think about it anyways, I'm going to need a beam there and a beam there to kind of give it the support structure look. I actually brought some stairs with me to do that anyways, but this is where I'm at so far. Still kind of got a minimalist look, but we're going to go from here and see how it looks like in a little bit. And this, you know, I decided to show it at night because it's got the glowing aspects to it. During the day it might not look quite as nice, but I kind of like this. I don't know, maybe I'm going to turn that into a light, or maybe put a light out to the side. That I might finagle with, but so far I definitely like this. So we'll get back to that, and I'll work on it a little bit more, and then I'll give you a finished look in the daylight. Alright gang, I cleaned up my beam, my main support stanchion, I guess, whatever it's called, and this is what I've got. This is what I've turned it into. The span between here and here is further than the span between here and here. And the span between here and here is further than this one. This one is only a 1 difference. This one is a substantial difference. But those two, I made that one a little bit shorter so it would kind of make the peak look a little bit better. But as you're coming into it, it just kind of gives you just that one block difference gives me anyways, the illusion of depth. So it kind of looks like it would otherwise, like a big piece, a middle piece, and a small piece. And even though it's only one difference, it still cosmetically fits in, right? And gives the arch points something nice to look at. Now I was going to do this as a filled-in thing and use redstone techniques to create a flashing light, but it didn't look very good. It was all boxy and would require me to do some cosmetic stuff on the outside, and this is 9 wide, so that would have been problematic. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah. So this wouldn't have been able, I wouldn't have been able to do 8-bit art, which I suppose I should have considered, but I kind of like the way it looks now. The only difference is we're still thinking about making the transition between these planks so that they alternate, because then that would make this look a little bit better, because this would be wood, sandstone, wood, and then that would make that the dark square, and it would make more sense. And I'm thinking more and more about doing that. I think that's just going to happen. But this is the support structure for the cables that are bound to come. Or I could leave it like that for now. I really don't know what I want to do, because making a cable means going into something like mine conics and making an ellipse more than a circle. And then finding out how to position it just so, like, the next piece would have to be here and then up and then start going, then up and start going before it got all the way up there. But I would want it to most definitely get up and out away from this stuff fast, so you don't end up with things that look like this, right? Whoops, let me go ahead and do that. Alright, so just to give you an idea, if you're cruising along, I know the cables are going to have to be somewhere, but I would prefer they got up and out of the way as quickly as possible. Something like that, and then started going up. So that it looks like this is a connecting bit, and then up it goes. But I'll cross that bridge. Ugh, I can't believe I just said that. When I get to it, yeah, as it was coming out of my mouth, guys, I'm sorry. Okay, but let me, you know what? Let me go to my little testing world, and I'll show you what I was thinking about doing. And I think you'll see that this is the better choice. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and take a screen cap of this, because this is going to be my picture, thumbnail, postcard, boom. Or is it? Should I go out to sea? Oh yeah, I got to get rid of those little guys right there. Ah, sun. Where's the sun? Let me go over to this side, because then you won't see those little bricks. Are you effing kidding me? What am I bouncing against here? Alright, and now it's raining. So, okay. I'm just going to go to my other world and show you what it was going to look like. Hey gang, we're back in my little testing world, and some things you might have seen before. Here's the bridge. Oh, there's some bits for, and there's the bridge end cap piece. I kind of came in here and threw some stuff together. But here's what I was thinking the bridge might look like if I filled in those 2 gaps. And that's only so I could hide some redstone mechanisms inside the frame of the building itself. And I guess I still could. Let me look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That could fill up the last little bit of it, kind of give it a top edge, leaving everything else open, but I really think I like the way the things look open. This is me experimenting with daylight sensors. Unfortunately, the daylight sensors will... It's the middle of the day, so this one's all the way off. But as the sun begins to traverse... Which way is east here? As the sun begins to dip down, it'll start powering further and further. And what I would prefer for it to do is to power all the way on at a certain point. This, like right now, you can see it's already starting to power up. Come on. It needs to start powering up once the sun actually starts creating shadow here, I guess. And that would work for me. And then me experimenting with comparators, trying to figure out how they work. And miscellaneous other things. Anyways, this is the bit of cosmetics I would have put on the bridge to dress it up a little bit. It looks kind of like that villager, my lone villager I have left now. Alright, this is what it looked like before. Back here is some experiments with various ways I'm going to do the cabling, and I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with that. But how this works, and that's what this is too, a little experiment with cabling. How this works is pretty simple. It's got a little hopper clock down there in a single line. All of this could have been enclosed, as you can see. And the only thing that would have been exposed would have been a little bit over here, which I can cover up, of course. That wouldn't necessarily need to be there. Whoops. I'll put that back, even though it doesn't matter since it's running into that. I could have kind of popped this guy, and then you might, from way down, you probably wouldn't see that popping up, but that was part of the reason why I had that guy rounded up like that also, to kind of protect everything. But as you can see, what it does is kind of simulates those lights you see on the top of bridges anyways, bridges and buildings, how the light's usually off and then every now and again it turns on. And again, that's just a simple little hopper clock down here made in a single line. The loop is on this side and the actual feed out is on this side. You see how that works? Alright, so there's like 4 items I think in those hoppers down there switching back and forth, powering things up. And from time to time there's nothing in this hopper. So then the power stops. And when it stops, this torch flops it over, powers that on for just a split moment, and that's what gives it the flashing light. A cauldron can give your comparator an output, and it's a variable output depending on how much water's in there, but I just went ahead and threw it all in there because figuring it would rain anyways from time to time, as it did at the very end of the clip of me exiting the last survival side. That's what I was thinking. And maybe, but that would be like from one of those rounded bits that I gave you all the way up to the top. And maybe not even put anything, maybe just have it no monument to the scientist, just you could also leave a lot of this open, I guess. But a lot of it has to stay. A lot of it can be open, but a lot of it has to stay. Like that right there. Yeah, as you start to see things develop back in the background, most of this can all go, right? So I guess I could create, all of this would have to stay down here, because as you can see, the hopper clock itself takes up, counting this one because the comparator's on it, 1, 2, 3, kind of 4 because of the dust, so it takes up this one, and this one. So, and I can't really squeeze it up any further without interfering. Or could I? I suppose I could squeeze it up a little bit more. But there's my underlying problem with that. There would be some blocky hidden aspect and this blocky hidden aspect. I don't know. Give me some feedback if you guys think I should go for it. I don't... actually, I can't even right now. I can get everything except sticky pistons because I still haven't found a goo farm. I'm going to have to utilize my resources in the nether to try to track down. I'm just going to have to go way off in the distance and try to track down a swamp or something because I haven't been able to dig up enough space in mine yet. See, like this is when I would want it to start turning on, but look how long this signal goes on the thing. If that's the night signal, it's already almost to full strength and the sun's just now going down. Like I would expect full strength to be midnight, right? And then halfway to be dusk. But actually, I would need it here. I don't know. It's just, it's a great feature. It's a great feature. It just doesn't work for me on this project. Because otherwise, I just had the timer in the middle and it went out to these things and they just turned on. So about, I don't know, call it 4 o'clock in the afternoon, these things would turn on and they'd be perpetually on. And then I could still have that sleek look, and I'd have that. But if all I'm going to do is put on those, I might as well just kind of give it that look. And oh, you know what I should do? That's what I should do. Where? Oh, where? Here we go. Let me bring this down here and see what this looks like. Down a little bit. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. There. 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 And there. maybe that. How would it look if it was all completely closed in? Come on, you. Okay, I might have to walk... Yeah. I think I'm going to go up to the top of my tower and do that. So it has that flame. Do I want to do it like that? Dinger. Or just like this. Will that give it a good enough look? Well, I guess there's only one way to really find out. Well, folks, I came back over here, needless to say, it started raining almost immediately. So, I don't think I'm going to go over there and work on it right now. It's difficult to film in rain. It looks good to me. I kind of like the look of it. The torches on top, just a little bit of color, along with the lights. I don't know, I like it. It still maintains that minimalistic look. Now, how are we going to do suspension cables that come all the way down to about 60? So what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 8 is 64, right? So we would want something... I say 60 because this is... From that sign to the other point was 240, this is 120. So we want something to be around 60. So 64 sounds about right. So something that goes from 64 up. From 64, wherever that is, to... Connect on that aspect right there, just at this line, or just above it. I couldn't go diagonal down because that would only be like a 32. I needed to go out more than down. But that's my problem to deal with. I'm going to go jump into the nether and do some experimenting and try to find a swampland somewhere and maybe get some green slime because I can't seem to find any down below. But I think I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to check the timelines. It's probably too long as it is. I tend to ramble on. I know, again, I don't feel like I've accomplished much, but again, there it is. The suspension aspect of the suspension bridge base is completed all the way up to the top. A little forced perspective, and to make it look like it goes up further than it actually does. But those of you who are astute will count and be like, oh, that's only going up 32. You're not fooling anybody. I think it looks good. If it wasn't raining right now, I think I'd really like this shot. Why isn't this side glowing? Does anybody else ever get that? Sometimes you're doing your thing and none of the torches are lighting up the way you want them to, or sometimes in the middle of nowhere there's a patch that's just glowing for some reason and there's nothing there. I don't know what the deal is. And if it wasn't raining, this might have been a pretty nice looking shot. Anyways, that's my center strut. Support strut, whatever it's called. I'll look it up. You can look it up if you'd like. I'll get in touch with some of my engineering friends and see what it's called. I've since forgotten. Anyways, there's that.